Hi everyone, in this video for limits and continuity chapter we will be talking about indeterminate forms, 4 indeterminate forms, sin x by x, tan x by x, e raised to power of x minus 1 by x and a raised to power of x minus 1 by x, and we will be trying to solve the problems similar to these type of indeterminate forms. In the last video we discussed about direct substitution, factorization and rationalization. In this video we will be talking more specifically about these type of problems, and again these are very important problems. You have to practice them. You have to understand the approaches so that you can apply to them in different kind of problems. So I will start by directly going into examples. Okay, so the first example that I want to talk about is this problem. So you have been given that limit x tends to pi by 2 into sine of cos x, sine of cos x into cos x into sine of x minus cosec of x. We have been asked to find what is the limit of this expression. So how do we, if we get, what should we first do? Direct substitution. We have discussed about this, that we should directly substitute the value and then we should see what we get. So this is nothing but sine of cos of pi by 2 is cos of pi by 2 into cos of pi by 2 into sine of pi by 2 minus 1 by sine of pi by 2. Okay, and if we substitute these values, direct substitution, cos of pi by 2 is 0, so sine of 0 is 0, cos of pi by 2 is 0 and sine of pi by 2 is 1 and minus 1 by 1, and this is approaching 0 by approaching 0 type problem. So we get an indeterminate form, that is clear. So now what do we do? How do we solve a problem like this? So we know that sine of x by x is equal to 1, that is a formula that we have discussed in before. So what we want really is, we want sine of cos x, because cos x is something which is going to 0, cos of pi by 2 is going to 0, so we want sine of cos x by cos x. Okay, we can create that and we can multiply this by sine into cos square x. So basically what I am trying to say is that we should solve the problem now by trying to make the form into sin x by x type. So what we will do is, we will make it sine of cos of x by cos of x artificially by again dividing and multiplying by cos of x. So this will become cos square x into sine of x minus cosec of x. Okay, and we know that this approaches 1. This approaches 1 because this is sine of x by x where x approaches 0, because this term is nothing acting like something approaching 0 by something approaching 0, which, and these are same, these have to be same, sin x by x type. So now we have to simplify this expression. So we have limit, so we can make this approaching 1 from here into cos square x. Now what should I do? I should naturally replace sin x as 1 by sine of x. So this will become sin x by 1 by sin x, and that is equal to cos square x into sin x by sin square x minus 1, and sin square x minus 1 is minus cos square x, right? So this would become minus 1 and the answer is minus sin x, and limit x approaches pi by 2, so this would be minus 1. So I hope you are able to appreciate how we started approaching the problem and how we were able to make it work. All right. So now next, let's try the next problem. So this is tan x minus root 3 by 9x square minus pi square, and we have to find the limit for that. If we directly substitute, I will not do all the calculations like I did here, but this will be tan of x is root 3, tan of pi by 3 is root 3, root 3 minus root 3 by 9 into pi square by 9, so pi square minus pi square. So again approaching 0 by approaching 0, so we have to do some sort of formula here. So there are two ways to do it. One is tan x by x type, because you are seeing a tan x. The other is the way which I like more, which is sin x by x type. It is just a preference. You can approach it by tan x by x type also. So what do I mean by sin x by x type thing is that I know that the problem is x approaching pi by 3. So I have to factorize that out. I have to take x minus pi by 3 out. So what I will do is I will do something like this. I will say that I will artificially create sin of x minus pi by 3 is, and I'll create x minus pi by 3 here. Now you can quickly spot that the denominator is very easy to manipulate here. It is n into x plus pi by 3. But what do we do for sin x minus pi by 3? How do we create sin of x minus pi by 3 from tan x minus root 3? So we can do that too. So we want to basically create this. So let me write it by other pen so that you don't get confused. Let us expand sin x minus pi by 3 is equal to sin x cos of pi by 3 is cos of 60 degrees, which is nothing but 1 by 2 minus cos of x into cos of into sin of pi by 3, which is root 3 by 2. So can you see that this is cos of x by 2 into tan x minus root 3, right? This is cos of x minus by 2 into tan x minus root 3. So I have tan x minus root 3 already here. So what do I need to do? I need to multiply by cos x by 2 to make this. So if I want to make this, I will divide by 2 by cos x. So here I basically divide this into 2 by cos x. This is what tan x minus root 3 is. So basically you already try to force the problem to go into the direction you want, as simple as that, and this we know will approach 1. Okay. So now when you substitute the value, cos of pi by 3 is half, so this will become 4 by 9 into 2 pi by 3, and this is nothing but 2 by 3 pi, and this is the answer for the limits. So I hope that you are able to again understand what are we trying to do, what is the aim. Our aim was to create this. So when we expanded this, we saw that we have to multiply by this factor. This is how we did in here, right? We multiplied by this factor and then we substitute this simplified by on its own. So again, I really emphasize that you should try to approach problems in this way, and this will make things a lot easier for you. So let us try one more problem, and I think it should be pretty straightforward if you start thinking in problems in the way I am suggesting here. So let's take a problem again. Limit extends to a, e raised power of x minus e raised power of a divided by x minus a. Okay. Now when we do direct substitution, if you do direct substitution, this will be approaching 0 by approaching 0 form. So we have to simplify this form. So what we will do is what we want to do is we want to create a form of e raised power of x minus 1 by x. So to do that, it is obvious that we should take e raised power of a out, because we want to make e raised power of something minus 1. So when we do that, so again we are always trying to convert into the way we want. So we can take this out, and this will become e raised power of x minus e raised power of a minus 1 by x minus a. Okay, and to make this into this form, we need root x minus root a into the denominator, and we can very clearly see that that is nothing but we can write this form. We already have basically root x minus root a here. If we write this as root x plus root a into e root x minus root of a minus 1 by root of x minus root of a, and this thing will approach 1, and if you substitute, this will be e root a by 2 root a. So I hope that this is sort of making sense now. What we are trying to do, we are trying to always make it into the standard form, and once we are able to do that, we can get the right answer. Okay, so let's take last example, and that is, we have, which I really like, it says limit x tends to 0, 6 raised to the power of x minus 2 raised to the power of x minus 3 raised to the power of x plus 1 by sine square x. Again, if you do direct substitution, this is 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1, which is 0 by 0 form, and sine square 0 is 0. So what do we do? How do we start solving this problem? We see sine square x, very obvious, we need an x square. So what we can do, we can start from here. Because we can see sine x by x type form already, which is very obvious to see. So this goes to 1, so we can then forget about this and solve a new problem, which is this. Alright, we can now try to solve this. So what do we do here? We can clearly see that this has to do something with a raised to the power of x minus 1 form. We have x square, so basically we need to factorize numerator to make 2 a raised to the power of x minus 1 type forms. And I think, that should become pretty clear from here, that the question is begging you to factorize the numerator such that you can see that if you take 3 raised to the power of x minus 1 common from here, that this is actually nothing but this, right? Because if you take 3 raised to the power of x minus 1 common out, this will become 2 raised to the power of x minus 1. So if you can multiply and check, 3 into 2, 6 raised to the power of x minus 3 raised to the power of x minus 2 raised to the power of x plus 1. So this is what the question is basically asking you to do, begging you to do, because this is a classic a raised to the power of x minus 1 problem. So 1x will go to with this, 1x will go to this, and this will basically become ln of 3 into ln of 2. I really like this problem. This is a very classical JEE problem. They will bring you sine square x, basically just have to multiply x square by divide by x square, and then solve another problem where the question is asking you to just use a formula, but just as one step ahead, where you have to factorize the numerator and think it like this. So I hope you are able to get the idea of how to solve limits in continuity. We are again increasingly becoming more complicated in problems. I really like this sort of set of problem set, because you get a very real sense of how problems come in JEE and how to approach them. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and please check out the next video where we will be covering different topics. Thank you.